There we go. Sorry, guys. Let's try this again. I had the wrong scene on. I can't win. But what's insane and what's kind of crazy, though, is I deleted all those local recordings. That freed up 64 gigabytes. Oh, my God. But okay, the screen just froze because it was on the wrong scene. Let's do these intros again real quick. I'm swapping up top, left corner of the map. It's going to be team or Axioms, Red Zerg player, Impact.
In the bottom right, as the blue Zerg, it is Liquid Snute.
So, absolutely plagued by technical problems today. I do apologize, but it's kind of nice that they're hitting us here at the end of the cast and not at the start of the cast. You know, we're like pretty much through the day.
I guess so. You know, I'm not really feeling that, you know, DreamHack is like craziness. I don't know what it is. Like, you know, like we're going on hour what? Oh, right, we skipped this great group.
11. Because we did 1 hour or 2 hour casting.
Good call, good math, man. Yeah, so hour 11, and usually it's around this time where I'm just like
delirious.
You're really tired, and then you get delirious, and then you barely pick up in the last match. But I'm actually perfectly okay. It's like I slept until 10 a.m., which I usually do.
So I'm not sure what happened here, by the way, because when the stream rebooted, it said we had 8,000 viewers. Confirmed view bots as we lose 7,000 of them. That was really weird. But there we go. We're back at Team Liquid. We're back to good to go. I'm sorry about the hiccup to get into this series, guys, but at least we didn't cause any lag for the players. But talking about this match specifically now, Impact's actually had some pretty good ZVZ from what we've seen through the Alima Leagues. Through IM qualifiers and all these other events that we've seen him in. But so is Snute. I mean, Snute's been kind of the god of ZVZ for who knows how long. He's been really good at this matchup. He's always been really solid at it, even before he became like recognized as like the best Stormhearts player in the world, this, that, or the other. And one thing I do know for a fact is like he's capable of many different openings. We've seen him play out the Baneling Wars. We've seen him play out the Roach Wars. The only thing I've never really seen Snute really too keen on is Mutalisks, actually.
Yeah. Agreed. I think I've seen him do it once or twice, but it's pretty rare. Impact going for Lings. He's only at 19 drones, and he is just Lings. He's gonna go for it. Baneling Nest, speed. He scouts that his opponent is getting speed as well, but you know, I didn't get quite a full scout. Would have been nice to know that your opponent also does not have a Baneling Nest. Gives you a pretty wide opening there.
It is around that time, 5.5 minutes. You start cutting workers, you start getting a lot of Lings, and Impact's done precisely this. So, Snute, for the sake of it, you know, if he scouts and realizes this is more than just Zerglings, you can shut this down really easily with a full wall off. But without the creeps right there quite yet, he's actually investing in Spine Crawler here, which I don't think it's going to be enough. He's trying to dance around the middle of the map, but Impact's just got too many Zerglings.
It might be enough to buy him time.
I think Snoop's dead in the water. He doesn't have a wall down. I hate to be that bleak about it, but I'm a little bit worried. 16 Lings are about to pop, though, so he'll have something to fight with, but he's not going to have Banelings is the really scary thing.
I don't like where the Spine Crawler was.
Oh, the Queen gets surrounded.
Yeah, drones are being pulled into this. Doesn't even need the Banelings, apparently. There they come now.
This is not looking good for Snoot. His own Baneling's now starting up, though. Let's see if he can waddle around. Oh, pretty good connects there out of Impact. Actually, fantastic connects out of Impact because it takes the Queen out with it. Snute, he's sitting on a huge drone lead. The thing is, Impact has to do a lot of damage to make this worthwhile. Like 31 drones over 19 is a pretty big deal, but now he's starting to kill them off in the main.
Back.
Okay, decent connect.
Yeah. So, as you mentioned, the drone count is the only time the Snute started to lose his drones. So it is 24 to 24.
Ow! A little bit of an awkward ending to that Baneling's life.
I'll bet.
No,
the
middle of
game
the map,
goes
though.
on.
Snute takes out a good chunk of impacts. The follow-up reinforcement, so no executing blow. But, you know, he lost his queens, so Inject's going to be off for a little bit. That kind of sucks, but this evens up a lot more surprise. Like, I thought either Snute was going to be dead in the water or he comes out massively far ahead. I really didn't think this would even out, but it does.
Told ya. Nah, kidding.
Mud on your face.
He does give up on the idea of a Spine Crawler. I think he figures that Ling aggression, as it is, you know, it's only going to be used to try and maybe attack his third. And a Spine Crawler, I'm not going to say it's not going to be useful for that, but rather get that third a little bit earlier in his own Lings and Banelings. Maybe looking to cancel Impact's potential third. He does know that the one's not there yet, but you gotta expect one. Oh, it doesn't even scout anything. Well, I guess it scouts the lack of a lair. Impact knows that he has quite a lead in the lair timing, which could mean quite a lead in the Roach speed. Although Impact, I think he's gonna go for a Spire.
What? It makes sense. I mean, there's no Evo chambers down. You can always argue that Roach Horn can come down late, but no Evo is the only option I see with 4 gases like this.
Yeah. I mean, just the amount of Lings really sold me on the Mute account, too. The Roach Horn's coming out for Snute, but he needs the Banelings right now to hold on to this third. And he does have them. 3 Banelings wallow out here, and that should be enough.
Well, if they can connect. This looks like he did a great job dodge past everything. Queen actually finds a nice spot to hold, and with drone poise should be okay. This really shouldn't be that bad. Maybe 2 or 3 drones die here, but that's the most.
Even then, it was not about killing drones. It was, about killing that third, which he would not do with 6 Banelings running around. Yeah. Snute feels very confident. Gets 11 more drones. He has his Roach Horn on the way. And Impact, he did not throw down a Spire? He didn't. Oh, he did. He just did. Okay. Just threw it down after that attack. But now his third's really late. The Spire timing is going to be, like, really late as well. I don't think Snoot's going to attack with that typical Roach push out unless he has Roach speed. If he did, he would catch Impact without Mutas, only with the Spines and Lings.
Darting past his opponent. Big scout here on the layer. Bigger scout on that Spire. Now Snoot's going to know he needs to throw down some Sport Crawlers for sure. Or at least go really heavy on the Queens.
First thing he does is build 12 drones, though. Spire? Okay, drone.
Yeah. I guess you don't really get time. Like, that's the thing about Spire. It does take a while to get up, and the Mutas as well take a long time to build, but the Sport Crawlers build fairly quickly. Yo, big shout out, by the way, to No Defect. Resub to the channel. Welcome back. Thanks for that support, man. But man, the Banelings are just struggling to connect. Waddles past everything. 1 Baneling, actually not that big of a threat. I'll take the drones to almost dead, but not quite.
Well, Snute doing a really great job. I mean, he denied the first attack on his third really easily. The second attack was, I mean, I don't even know why Impact really did it, honestly, but he tried, and it also failed. Now, Mutas, they make the game different, so it's no longer just like Roach versus Roach numbers, and it's very easy to know who's gonna win. But they don't exactly do like major damage, and with enough Spore Crawlers, and Snute did get 1 at each base, plus 1 defending the space outside of his third. I don't think he'd take any damage from the Mutas.
Look at this spread out of Impact, though. Oh my god! Like, if it's not Lings, it's Mutas. If it's not Mutas, it's Overlords. Like, he has this map covered with his temporary map axe turned on. He'll see everything coming from every which way, but the thing is, like, okay, this Infestation Pit, okay, Infestor's mostly here to deal with the Mutas. You want to get that fungal growth, cool, use the Queens for the DPS, but I think this transitions well into the follow-up, because Impact himself is not devoting into like 30 plus Mutas, but instead going for some Infestation Pit, may look towards eventual Brood Lords, but I mean, this isn't a situation where he's going to be ignoring Roaches. He's definitely not going to ignore High Chills. Like, Impact's going to have a ground force at some point, and we call them investors today. Infestors of fungal growths are going to be really great, no matter what the composition is.
Yeah, Impact going for double upgrades plus pathogen glands. I don't know. His third was a lot later than Snute, but obviously it is up now. The drone count's exactly even. It's a lot of gas right now that isn't going to pay off for quite a while. And if Snute ever like knew that, he could push out and maybe just like at least kill the third.
I think you can fungal growth from the low ground, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't quite catch those mutas.
Swarm hosts. Why get pathogen glands?
Okay, so this is. I don't think this will be a heavy swarm host count because a long time ago it was figured out, like, with the buff to the Broodlords beat out swarm hosts so one-sidedly it's not even close. So if this is like, 10-ish Swarm Hosts just to give him free units and mini Hydralisks, I kind of like that choice. But if Impact is going to dedicate a lot to this, all Snute has to do is scout this, and it gets shut down. But I guess that's easier said than done, because the Mutas did clean up all the Overlords on the map, but there's no Zerglings running around, so he's not going to see this until it's already on him.
Well, Snoot's maxed right now, and this has got to be the time where he just attacks. He knows that his bases are defended because Impact has not been growing his Muta count, so one Spore is enough to deal with the 7 that he has, or whatever. And the Hydras are about to have their range upgrade. We just see no one gets like the speed upgrade in TVZ. I guess it's just plain not worth it.
It's just great, it's a waste of gas.
Yeah.
Maybe consider getting it if it's like Banelings or something, but I guess you're either fighting on your own creep or your opponent's creep, so it kind of makes sense. Like there's such a small area where you'll have to fight without that speed benefit. But Roaches are just gonna walk right past everything, just coming in like they own the place.
Yeah, but Snute does not fall for it for too long. Just sends back the queens, and I guess the reinforcements take care of it. He is still attacking. Mutas do get caught with infested Terrans.
That was like an immediate response to it. Snute, like he was so ready for this. Nicely done. He removes that element from the field, but the thing is, like, the Swarm Host, okay, they get fungal growth in place. Snoot's actually going to be able to kill these. And let's not forget, even if they burrow, you can fungal growth them for detection, which he is absolutely going to have to do. There's no Overseer. Ooh, that's a bit awkward. But it's the Locust spawn 2 at a time. Like, these Roaches are already on top of this. Snoot's dealing a ton of damage here. This attack is so overwhelming. Like, Impact completely caught off guard. GG. Game number 1 will go to Snute.